My stepkids trashed my belongings, and their dad did nothing because they're just adjusting. So I told him, understood. I gave them my office, moved my desk into the corner of our bedroom, boxed up my books, and made space. Bryn took one look and said, "This room is ugly. We can decorate it together," I offered. She slammed the door in my face. The first thing to go was my grandmother's quilt. I'd left it folded on the hallway chest, the one my grandmother had hand-stitched over 2 years before she died. Zane used it to build a fort in the backyard. When I found it, it was covered in mud and had a rip down the center. "Zane, this was really important to me. It's just a blanket," he said, not looking up from his phone. I showed Neil that night. "Look what happened. It's fabric," he said. "It can be washed. It's ripped. So sew it, babe. They're just adjusting." Their whole world got turned upside down. So did mine. "I'm adjusting too. You're an adult," Neil said. Like that settled it. Week 2, my collection of vinyl records disappeared. 40 records, some of them first pressings I'd hunted down at estate sales for years. I found them in the garage, out of their sleeves, stacked on top of each other like frisbees. 3 were warped from the heat. 5 had scratches so deep they skipped every few seconds. "Who took these from my shelf?" I asked at dinner. "I wanted to see what they were," Bryn said, not looking up from her plate. "Did you ask first? You weren't home. That's why you asked before taking things. God, you're so uptight," she said. "Dad, she's yelling at me again." Neil put his hand on mine. "Let's not make a big deal out of this. Bryn, honey, just ask next time, okay? Whatever." That was it. No apology. No consequences. "Neil, she ruined. They're adjusting," he said firmly. "Their mom just abandoned them. Can you please be the adult here?" Month 2, I came home to find my laptop open on the kitchen table, covered in orange juice. The keyboard was sticky, the screen frozen on some gaming website. "Who used my laptop?" Zane raised his hand like he was in class. "Mine's dead and I needed to play. You poured juice on it. It was an accident. The laptop wouldn't turn on. 3 years of photos, work files, everything. Do you have it backed up?" Neil asked, like that was the point. "That's not, Neil. Your son destroyed my laptop. It was an accident. Kids have accidents." He didn't ask permission. He's 11, not 3. "Why are you being so hard on them?" Neil's voice had an edge now. "They've been through enough without you constantly criticizing everything they do." "I'm not criticizing. I'm asking for basic respect for my belongings. They're just things. Things can be replaced. My kids can't be." I stared at him. "What about me? What about you? Can I be replaced? Don't be dramatic." Month 3, I came home to my wedding dress. My mother's wedding dress, altered to fit me. I'd stored it carefully in the guest room closet in an acid-free box. Bryn had used it to play dress up. There was nail polish on the train, makeup smeared on the collar, a torn seam up the side. I didn't cry. I photographed it, put it back in the box, and went to the bedroom where Neil was watching TV. "Your daughter destroyed my wedding dress." He didn't look away from the screen. "She was probably just playing princess or something. It was my mother's dress, Neil, so have it cleaned. Look at me." He finally turned. I was shaking. "I want you to go look at what she did, right now. And then I want you to tell me one more time that they're just adjusting." He went. Came back 5 minutes later. "Okay, that's bad. I'll talk to her." "What will you say?" "I'll tell her she needs to be more careful with your things." "Will there be consequences?" "She's 13. Her mom left. That's consequence enough." I nodded slowly. "Okay, thank you for understanding." I started packing the next morning while they were at school. Took only what I brought into the marriage. Left the furniture, the kitchen stuff, the wedding gifts, just my clothes, my remaining books, my damaged records and laptop, my ruined dress. I was loading the last box when Neil came home early. "What are you doing?" "I'm adjusting," I said. "This isn't funny." "I'm not laughing. I'm adjusting to a new situation. You should be supportive. Isn't that what you said? Be the adult? You can't just leave." "Sure I can. Things can be replaced, remember? Wives can be replaced." "That's not what I meant." "Then what did you mean, Neil?" "Because for 3 months I've tried. I've been patient. I've been understanding. And you've told me over and over that my feelings don't matter as much as your kids' adjustment period. They're children, and I'm your wife." "Was your wife?" He stood in the doorway. "Where will you go? Does it matter? I'm just a thing apparently. Things can be replaced. Don't do this. We can fix it. I'll talk to them. We'll set boundaries. You've had 3 months to set boundaries." "I was trying to be a good father." "You were," I agreed. "You just forgot to be a good husband."